Hi, this is Danielle Jackson, Investor Relations at Ashcroft Capital. And you are tuned in to 3 Minutes of Real Estate. There have been a lot of recent reports that have been provided from some of the largest U.S. institutional multifamily players and data providers. Some of those names you may recognize, including Vercadia, CBRE, Yardi Matrix, just to name a few. And my goal with these reports over the course of the next several episodes is to focus on one area or one topic from these reports. We'll look at 2022 actual performance, 2023 projections, and then we'll also look at historical trends or data to just kind of frame the numbers and the statistics that we're looking at. So for tonight's episode, we are actually going to look at vacancy rate. And if you have been tracking U.S. multifamily news, you know that in 2022, vacancy rate was on a slight uptick. So starting in Q2 and in Q3, we saw about 150 basis point increase in vacancy. And based on the CBRE report, they attribute that increase to two major factors. First, that we had a slower than average summer leasing period. And second, because of the pent up demand coming out of COVID or the pandemic, we actually saw an increase in deliveries of new units. And as such, it drove vacancy rates up. We anticipate our projections for 2023 based on these reports is also to see a slight increase through 2023, although at a slightly slower pace than the 150 basis point quarter over quarter increase. And they attribute that slight slowdown to fundamentals, the strength of the fundamentals in the multifamily market, a slight waning in confidence for developers based on cost of debt, as well as the cost of land. And then last but certainly not least, the actual decreasing buyer pool based on the cost of single family and the increase in rental pool. So those key factors they believe will still cause an increase in vacancy at a slower rate. And as a result, 2023 vacancy rate is anticipated to hover right about 5%. And I want to now direct your attention to a chart which is showing a 23-year history on vacancy, so back to about 2000. And you'll see for that average, obviously we had an uptick right around 2009 and 10, but it's hovered right about 5% on average in the last 23 years. So although you see these news in the articles that we're seeing an increase in vacancy rate, again, this is the importance of framing that and giving context to what the actual average historical data is. And so as you can see, we are right there on the 20-year average for vacancy. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Please do join me for the next few episodes because we are going to dive into many other areas within these reports. As always, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out, Danielle at ashcroftcapital.com. And I hope you have a great evening. Thanks so much.